Hey everyone, Dave here from Banded Badgers, and this is more of our Malediction range from Loot Studios. Now this is the Order of the Shattered Throne. This is one of the factions available as we get going. So I'm going to open. I was going to open the box, but I mean, I'm going to show you what's on the back of the box first. I'm going to cut to this. I let the box fart a little bit because we like that. It's funny. Here's the stuff on the back. So we've got Malediction. A world struggling back to life is haunted by relics from its past. Do they offer deliverance or damnation? The world is broken. The undeniable proof is the malediction, a millennia-old scar left by the magical cataclysm that crushed civilization and almost destroyed all life, known as the Fall. The divine everlasting are nowhere to be found, the only vestige of their power left being the relics. These tools of immense power are resurfacing now from the depths of the malediction, where the Fall interred them within the husks of their former wielders. Only the seekers, wielders of the relics of their own, can lead their people into the storm of chaos, claim the relics, and gain mastery over this new era. Now, this game, Malediction, you can see some details there actually. Just check out malediction.gg. It is for 2 to 4 players. It takes around 60 minutes for a round. We did play this at both UK Games Expo in 2025, which is September 25 as I'm recording this, so that was back in the spring. And we also got to play at Gen Con this year, which is our first visit to the States. Now, this entire game, the entire world, all the factions, is, you may recognize the name. This is indeed Tracy Hickman, as it says, Story and World Design. If you don't know who Tracy Hickman is, he's a fantastic writer. Think Dragonlance. He is one half of the original creators of Dragonlance. So it is absolutely amazing. Now, the Order of the Shattered Throne, as I said, is one of the 4 factions. And it says here, behind the Aurian gates of Astaris lies the last battalion against evil, heirs to the legacy of a fallen empire. The valiant knights of Charn and the priesthood of the Valkarist Church guide their people toward the malediction to reclaim the power lost to the Fall. They will reforge the Shattered Throne, cleanse the continent of the corruption that festers in the hearts of the faithless and in the land itself. Whoa! It is a stonking big box, about A4 in size, and not only has the crowdfunder now finished, but all of this should be shipping out now, as in September 2025. All backers and retailers should now be getting these in their hands. This, as a retail price, you're probably looking at about $75. What's that? Maybe about 60 quid here in the UK. But let's have a look inside. There's a lid. We'll get rid of that. Now we have the floppy ruler, because that's how you measure things out. This is the map, by the way. If you haven't already seen this, check out the other video. I will put a link to it there. This is the ruler, so you can measure out where you are between yourself and what you're trying to attack. I'll let you use that. Here's some more dictions. Here's some more stuff about malediction. If you scan that, you pause the video, scan that, and it will take you to the website. Just check that out. You don't get any freebies, but do have a play. Now, also in the box, it said everything you need to play this game is in here. So there's 2 things about malediction. One, in the big sets, you get all these cardboard standees. Now, really nice, big, thick piece of cardboard. Highly, highly detailed. I mean, the artwork on these are beautiful. I mean, look at these. This is stunning. Really nicely done. Just absolutely beautiful. Now, in the boxes, and I've already removed one from this box, you will also find a QR code that will take you to an area on the Malediction website where you can open up an account. And all of these figures are actually STLs you can download and print at home and play your game, not just with cardboard standees, but with 3D printed figures or miniatures. These are some of the extra pieces you get. There is a counter, there's your Echo and Mastery counter. And in fact, the STL, there is an STL version of this as well, so you can print this at home. Print it on your 3D printer. Here's some, just so you know when you get being bloodied and when you take damage. These are some areas, so you can place these on the map. itself, you see. And these are also available as STLs. So these things, and here's the other set, these are even bigger. All of these are 3D printable. So you imagine, rather than just having some cardboard out, you can put all of these out as 3D printed items. Wow, I mean, look at these. There's a symbol there for Malediction. Look at these, the artwork there. I'll try and get that in focus. There you go. Absolutely stunning. And all of these open up, so you get to, I picked out the wrong side. There you go. Much bigger piece there. And then you got these pieces as well. So they are double-sided, just in case you needed to check. But look at that. Absolutely stunning. Now imagine that 3D printed. Superb. And here's the other side of those. Okay. So you get 2 lots of that. That's the entire faction available in cardboard. Now again, that comes in this box. We have a set of expansion cards. So you can see here, it does say starter deck, open first. So this is where you would normally start, but because this one contained the QR code for the minis, that's why I opened that. You also get a D20, so you can, the dreaded one. So you can roll this to see who's going to go, what's going to attack, and everything else. All of that is available in the power of the D20. But let's have a look at some of these cards. You can see on the back there is the Malediction. Here we go, look at that. So Ulrich Evenhand, Will the Forge, Twin Blade Skirmisher. You get extras on these. So I haven't yet played the game. We've done bits and pieces. We've played the demos. We haven't played our own game yet in the studio. But all of these cards, I'd expect, are going to be loaded in to this starter deck. So it's going to teach you how to play by using this. And as you get better, you're going to allow yourselves to pick your own deck or to add these cards into it as you get higher. Again, look at the artwork on these. These are beautiful. Call to arms. Now, while I'm rambling on, some of the other things, we're going to do a whole kind of playlist of Malediction, from gameplay to game mechanics. We're going to do the unboxings, as you've seen. We're going to be painting some minis as well. So if you like, if you want to know if you're going to be printing your minis and want to know how to paint them, go check out those episodes. They might be there by now, or they might be coming in future weeks. Remember to like and subscribe. YouTube.com/BandofBadgers. But you're already here, so you should know that. All right, so let's open the starter deck. I will try and keep these separate. Here we go. Let's move those ones out of the way. Starter deck. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful artwork. There's our land card. Terrain piece. Knight of Astaris. The Valkyrist Priest. Armored Revenant. I mean, look at that. Stunning. Citadel Crossbowman. We've got a Warfront Commander. Healing Light. Answer the Call. Rights of Might. Now, as well as the videos, we're going to have game mechanics. So if you want to quickly learn how to play the game, like attack, defend, that kind of stuff, check out our videos on those as well. Steve will be running those. So you can check out on, if they're wrong, you can blame him. It's fine. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Fang of the Damned. The Spelly to Mask. Vengeance and Retribution. Again, I have to say, thank you so much to Loot Studios for sending us these, allowing us to have these bits and pieces. They are, of course, one of our new supporters, so you will be seeing more of them across our various shows. Here's the basic rules. It is a lightweight booklet. What we got? 30 pages. So we just have a quick flick through. There you go. Just to kind of see. It's not a great bit of detail. Lovely items. Easy enough to follow instructions. You got your setup. There's for example, this is the map. And here it is. So once you have those pieces, you can set them out however you wish. Follow these because there's, might be some spacing involved. And this is the setup for the 2-player game. Beautiful pieces. How to break it down, what your character stats are on the cards. You would have seen, for example, what these symbols are, what these numbers mean, and all this down here. That relates to what we get here. Okay, so very, very quick. And actually, after we played the demo a couple of times, both at, again, UK Games Expo and Gen Con. You pick up the game pretty fast. And I do have to say, it's quite fun. Especially when you beat Steve. Because that's always worth it.
That didn't happen.
You might not be able to hear Steve's at the other end of the studio. And I think he just heard me. He's saying it didn't happen, but it did. It did. I'm sure it did. In my world, it did anyway. I beat him by 1 point. There we go. So that's it. Oh, and you got a quick reference on there as well. Okay. So always keep that handy. And finally, the last thing in the box, all of the bases. I mean, look, attention to detail. I mean, come on. All the stands that you need are in. Can I open this? Yes. Are in the bag as well. But if you're going to be printing your own, you don't really need these ones as such. Now, saying that, you can, as well as buying this box, which has all the cardboard pieces, if you want to skip that and you already have a printer at home and you know you're going to print them, you can just buy a set of cards for your faction, which will include the QR code. So rather than buying all this, although I prefer all this, you can just buy that with a QR code and print your own pieces. It might take you a little while, but at least with this, you can learn to play the game while everything is printing. And once you've printed it, you'll probably want to paint it. Right, everybody, thank you so much for doing that. That was, as I said, the Order of the Shattered Throne. We've got more videos coming. Do check them all out if you want to know more. We'll probably kind of chop and change what we're saying on each box just to keep you guessing and keep you kind of coming back for all the videos. But do check them out. Remember to like and subscribe. And don't forget to share with your friends. That's what we want you to do. Share with your friends. Until next time, see you later. Ta-da.